In 1996, teenager Alex Vrick gets the Jumanji board game when his father finds it while jogging on the beach, but he puts it aside, saying that no one likes playing board games anymore, everyone now involves motorcycles. Playing games overnight, the game changes from the box to a video game cartridge, but when Alex goes to play it and turns it on, he disappears. Then 20 years later, high school student Spencer Gilpin is sent to detention for helping his best friend Anthony Fridge Johnson with his homework by writing the Fridge essay. They are joined by Bethany Walker, a pretty girl who was caught talking on her phone during a class, and Martha Catley, a socially awkward girl who objected to going to gym class. To punish them, they are tasked with removing staples from discarded magazines in an old storage area by Principal Bentley, but Spencer discovers the Jumanji game console and convinces the others to play it with him. They are unable to access one of the 5-player pilot slots, but once the other 4 are selected, the game pulls them all into it. They then fall from the sky into a forest, then are surprised to realize that they have become the chosen characters to play. In Spencer game, Dr. Smolder Bravestone turns out to be a muscular archaeologist. Freeze was Franklin, an expert zoologist, but Freeze was upset that he was a foot shorter than normal. Martha becomes Ruby Roundhouse, Karen Gillan, the killer of men. Bethany is surprised by her character, who is now Dr. Shelley Oberon, Jack Black, a cartographer whom Bethany mistakes for a woman because she reads the description as curvy genius. They think they are in the game and don't know what to do. Bethany is suddenly eaten by a hippopotamus that emerges. After escaping Hippo, the group encounters Nigel, who helps Spencer, who tells them that they came to Jumanji in response to a letter Nigel wrote to Spencer's avatar. The letter was written as part of an expedition by his explorer John Hart and Van Pelt to claim the legendary gem Jaguar's Eye, the gem from the giant jaguar statue that gave Van Pelt control over the creatures of Jumanji. To complete the game, players must return the gem to the jaguar statue and shout Jumanji. As the story goes, the group is dropped off in a forest, where it is discovered that Bethany is the only one who can read the map given to them by the Nigels, indicating the next stage of their quest. They were attacked there by Van Pelt's men but managed to escape through the trees and jump off a cliff into the river. After emerging from the river, Martha realizes she has been shot, but returns to the group as her avatar reappears. Examining a series of tattoos on their arms, which originally consisted of 3 bars where Martha and Bethany now only have 2 of 3, Spencer realizes that the tattoos indicate their number of lives in the game and assumes that they will both die. They will lose 3 lives at a time, in the game, and in the real world as well. While traveling to the market where they will get their next clue, an argument between Spencer and Freeze over the issue leads to Freeze throwing Spencer off a cliff, costing him one of his lives. In the market, Freeze loses one of his lives when he eats cake, previously identified as a weakness of his character, and explodes, attracting the attention of Van Pelt's minions. Fortunately, before they can attack, they find their next clue hidden in a basket containing a snake, which the team uses to their skills, and together they are able to retrieve it, allowing Spencer to catch the snake while Freeze hates it. When Van Pelt's men attack, Spencer tries to fight them off, but they soon encounter Van Pelt, only to escape when another player uses a smoke grenade as a distraction and leads them to a secret passage. Pilot Jefferson Seaplane McDonough introduces himself as the 5th playable character, who goes by his real name of Alex. He takes them away. Alex takes the 4 to a treehouse that once belonged to Alan Parrish. He makes for them margaritas and Freeze gets drunk. Alex mentions that he's been stuck in the game for months and hasn't been able to get to the transport shed to get out. Alex had used up 2 of his lives and was unable to progress without the others due to half his skills, but identified the transport shed where they would figure out ways to proceed. While Bethany teaches Martha how to distract the guards, references to Alex's date lead Spencer and Freeze to realize that he is Alex. Although Alex suffers a panic attack, the team is able to gain access to the transport shed after Martha taps into her dancing power, leading Alex to realize that they can complete the game by working together. They then have a panic attack when the helicopter breaks down in a canyon and gets stuck in front of a group of white rhinos, but Spencer manages to repair the damage and get them up. They lose the gem again when it falls out of the backpack due to Freeze's weakness, but Spencer is able to retrieve the gem after using Freeze as a sacrifice to get the rhinos' attention, then instructs Alex to spin the helicopter in time to catch Freeze. Once he lands, Alex is bitten by a mosquito and begins to die of weakness, but Bethany saves him by giving him CPR, giving him one of his remaining lives. As they prepare for their next move, Spencer and Martha confess that they love each other in the real world, while Bethany begins to bond with Alex. On their way to the Jaguar statue, Spencer must pay a price with her life as she tries to take the jewel to the statue alone when they find themselves facing the real Jaguar guards. With Freeze's help, Spencer devises a plan in which Martha traps the minions approaching Van Pelt while the other three provide a distraction for the Jaguars, allowing Spencer to take one of the minions' motorbikes to the statue. Van Pelt tries to take advantage by capturing Bethany, but Freeze befriends an elephant and repels the Jaguar guards, only to lose the gem for them. While the others are distracting Van Pelt's minions, Spencer rides the bike to the top of the statue while Martha retrieves the gem from a pit filled with snakes, sacrificing her second life for her character's weakness and respawning in a position where Spencer's as she falls can give the gem to the near. With this action, Spencer places the gem into the statue and shouts Jumanji, called out, ending the game and returning the jungle to peace. With this victory, Nigel appears to congratulate the group, bidding them farewell and returning to the real world.